Draw on back. New strokes are moved behind the drawing when confirming the drawing to lower to the bottom of the stack. Stroke placement. Defines how strokes are converted to 3D or 2D space. View. New strokes are placed in screen space 2D and are locked to the view. Cursor. New strokes are drawn in 3D space with position determined by the 3D cursor and the view rotation at the time of drawing. Cursor is available as an option in the UV image editor, but it functions identically to the view option, 3D view only, right? Surface. New strokes are drawn in 3D space with their position projected onto the first visible surface. So you can draw directly onto a surface. Stroke. New strokes are drawn in 3D space with their position projected onto existing visible strokes. Note that strokes created with view are not in 3D space and are not considered for this projection. 3D view only endpoints. Applies the drawing setting only to the endpoints of the stroke. The part of the stroke between the endpoints is adjusted to lie on a plane passing through the endpoints. Okay. Note for tablet users, the thickness of a stroke at a particular point is affected by the pressure used when drawing that part of the stroke. The eraser end of the stylus can be used to erase strokes. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. So let's say draw data source stroke placement surface. Data source, scene, object, additive drawing, continuous drawing. So if I go this, box, and then we're done. And then if we rotate it, we will find that the word is written on the box, because it was on the surface mode, right? Cool. Great. And let's say I select, how do I select the grease pencil? GP layer. So let's say if I convert to geometry, polygon curve, GP layer curve. What did I actually, and why are there keyframes? Why are there keyframes? I don't. Let's say I move box. Oh, fascinating. It actually. I mean, it's kind of useful. So you can make polygons. Like this, right? Fascinating. Cool. So if we, for example, say we draw a, let's turn off continuous. Let's say we draw like a cloud, kind of, and then we say convert to polygon curve, right? And then we just move this out a little bit. Nuts. Can I let me just delete that. Maybe erase the other stuff. I should have just made a new layer, right? Anyway, let's say we convert this to polygon curve. And then we can edit edit strokes. I don't want to edit strokes. I thought this is now a polygon. GP layer, edit mode. Can we close the curve? Can we close the curve? Select, add. Snap, mirror, transform, extrude curve and move. Make segment. Toggle cyclic. Alright, that closes the curve there. And then we can extrude. That's not what I want. That's not what that's not what I wanted. Curve. But why would I? That's not what I wanted though. What I wanted was to box. Select those. What am I looking for? I want to extrude it. I want to extrude this. Can I make this a curve tool? Can we turn this into a extrude, subdivide, smooth? Wait, why couldn't I extrude the last time? Why did I have to move it first before I could extrude it? Anyway, so I extruded it. Maybe it's a spline type. So let's say set spline type poly. I made it into polys, and then I go extrude. Okay, but the thing is, I've got a bunch of lines. The lines are not lined up. What is going on, and why is handles auto aligned? Set curve radius, set spline type, Bezier, NURBS. NURBS is a bit much. I'm trying to like extrude this into when I do this, I get a whole bunch of disjointed dots. And then when I extrude that, it's not a polygon, is it? Hold on, what's going on here? Let me just GP layer. Object mode, delete that. Delete that. And then back to GP layer. If I can find it. Object mode. Grease pencil. That's not what I want. Convert to path. Wait, why do I have the box though? Hold on. Convert to path. Oh, path is what I want. Why isn't polygon curve correct? Edit, not edit strokes. GP layer, edit mode. Well, no, it's still the same. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing incorrectly. Object mode. Join. No, I don't want to join this. This is joining two objects. We don't want to join this. Object mode. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is it because I don't know. Dark Souls. Alright, layers. Grease pencil sketches are organized in layers, much like the image layers in the GIMP or Photoshop. These layers are not related to any of the other layer systems in Blender. Oh no. It's a different layer system. Okay, that makes sense. The layer's main purpose is to gather sketches that are related in some meaningful way, e.g. blocking notes, directed comments on blocking, or guidelines. For this reason, all the strokes on a layer, not just those made after a particular change, are affected by that layer's color, opacity, and stroke thickness settings. The layers are managed in the Grease Pencil panel of the Properties region, shown here. Right. Grease Pencil data use the following controls to add, remove, or adjust the position of a layer in the list. Appearance settings, animation, onion skinning. Stroke edit mode. Stroke edit mode, selecting, editing, shrink, flatten, strokes, copy, shear, join strokes. Joins. Hold on. So let's say maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's say we delete that. Let's go back to here. Stroke editing mode. Object. No, you. Not you. No, how do I select the GP layer? How do I get back to my grease pencil stuff? Draw, escape. How do I? Yeah, but that's not it. Wait a minute. How do I go into stroke editing mode? Selecting. Enter stroke edit mode with the mode select menu. In the 3D views header, or toggle the enable editing in the grease panel. Only available in 2D. Okay, well. Object Edit strokes. Okay, there. Edit strokes. Alright, I found it, guys. Edit strokes. And if we go... Oh, don't do that. Which point do I want to move? No, dude, stop. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep doing that? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I clicked. I clicked wireframe. Why I'm not... You can't pick up the markers. Or you can't pick up anyway, that's pretty whack now. You can't pick up the gizmo. Control there. Can I? Okay, those two. Those two G pencil. I can't join them. You can't. Wait, you can't join them? Wait, I thought you could. Hold on, edit strokes. Edit strokes. What? Select linked, lasso select. Select more, select less, select stroke. Editing. Join strokes. Join and copy. Join strokes. Join and copy. But where is it? Let me make that bigger, by the way. Join. There it is. Join. But it doesn't actually join. Join and copy. It doesn't actually join and copy. Oh, it joins multiple strokes. It doesn't. It doesn't connect 2 points. That's not what it does. Why? Why? I don't. Anyway, I don't even. And this is. I don't. Okay, let's. We don't. Grease pencil is not what we need, anyways. So you can composite, convert the geometry. Currently, all points will be used. Simplify or subdivide. Polygon path. Create nerves 3D curves of order 2. Bezier curve. Polygon curve. Straight line segments. Convert to mesh. If you want to convert your sketch into a mesh, simply choose NURBS. choose first NURBS, and then convert the curve into a mesh. Convert to path, right? So this one. And then when you we'll get out of there, object mode, GP, what are we looking at? Not you. GP layer, this, convert to mesh, object, tools, translate, shading, undo, replete. How do you convert to mesh? How do you do anything? Object, join. No, we don't want to join, my bad, we don't want to join. Transfer mesh data, game, short, convert to mesh, there you go. Convert to mesh from curve meta serve text. Okay, now it's a mesh. Not that I would recommend it, right? Now it's a mesh. Now if we edit mode and select it. Now if we extrude it, extrude edges only. Okay, I found it, guys. Convert it into mesh and also like convert it into mesh. Alright, so now we have that. Now what? Inset faces. Oops, that's not what we want. Maybe we don't want to insert faces. Can we just cap faces? Or is that... I mean, we need to make a face like there, first of all. Oh wait, there's no polygons anywhere. There's literally no... Are there polygons? Are those polygons? If we change this view to solid, is it a polygon or is it not a polygon? I don't even know what's going on. I don't know. Alright, we're not touching that anymore. I mean, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's also probably not recommended. Alright, so we have gone through the user interfaces. I don't think we need to do anything else right now. So let me go new, reload. So what I want to do is I want to make some geometry and put the geometry into Unreal Engine, right? So let me delete the cube. So let's say we create text. Fascinating. And the text we create the text we create, that's not what you do. That's just the name of it. The text we create is delta transform logs relations extra. How do you define edit mode? How on earth do you define the text? Object, select. How do you define what text you make? I mean, it's not that. Let me delete that. So we select this. Oh, here? F text. Value text. Geometry. Paragraph. Text box. I mean, why is it so complicated? Custom properties. That's not it. That's the actual name of the object. Shape, resolution, fill both. Texture space we don't need. Geometry. How do you define the actual text in your text? I don't understand. Physics. Text on curve. No, we don't need a curve. Paragraph. Text boxes. You can add a text box. No, we don't need to add text box. What? Where? How? How do you edit this? Look, is it in edit mode? Is that where it is? Unique data block ID name. We don't need grease pencil layers. Transform, nothing selected. View, lock on object, 3D cursor. Display shading. Text. Set case to upper to lower style. Uppercase, lowercase. That doesn't even change anything. That literally doesn't even change anything. Do I just... Oh, you just type? You just type straight in? Oh my god. A. You just type straight in edit mode. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that. Alright. Well, we figured it out. Font. There's only one font. Load a new font from file. You have to... There's only one font to choose from. Okay, so let's say there's that, right? Right, so that's A. And then let's say we object convert to that, right? And then let's say we go object edit mode. So now it's a polygon. It's a polygon thing. And let's say we select all of that. Mesh extrude. individual faces. And let's say offset is -2 or -0.2. Actually no, -0.1. So that's an A, except it's broken on the other side because I selected both faces. Let me undo that. And what is the undo history? Toggle edit mode, right? So what if I the issue is that this thing is two-sided. Or what if we select linked flat faces? Let's say we select this and go select linked flat faces. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Select linked, which is the whole thing. Let me extrude this again. Individual faces. And we go -0.1. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Because it creates geometry inside there as well. Let's go. Let's start this again. Let's go delete this. Let's go object mode. Delete this. Delete. Okay. Let's go text. Edit mode. Make an A. Right. Object mode. Text. Should it only be filled on one side? Because at the moment it's two-sided. What if I can look up the tool, I understand that. I can look up the text tool on the internet. And that might make this. So fill front, back, none. Right. So if we fill front, then we don't fill the back, even though it looks two-sided, which is kind of weird. Rendered. Texture. You can see the back of it too. So fill front-sided fill only. Do you think there's an easy way to give it thickness? Do you think there's an easy way to just give the geometry? Oh, extrude, there it is, found it. 0.1. Oh look guys, there's an extrude option. I don't know why it's smooth though, it shouldn't be smooth. And in this case we're going to fill both now, because it's... Alright. That's smooth though, which is a little bit strange. Why is it smooth? How do I make it not smooth? Object mode. Edit mode. I forgot. Object smoothing groups is what we're looking for. Geometry. Offset the curve to adjust the width of a text. Oh, wait. Oops. What? It's pretty thick. Uh, 0.02. It's not what I want though. Fill deformed. Render preview U. Surface resolution in U direction used while rendering. 0 uses preview resolution. Surface resolution in U direction. 0? 1. It was 12, right? How do I make it so it's not smooth like that? It's not fill deformed. It's not fast editing. Texture space. Auto texture space. Taper resolution bevel depth. No, we don't want bevel. I mean, smoothing groups. Alright, let's go. Let's say, can I snap this to, okay, anyway. Let's go object. And convert to mesh. Oops, convert to mesh. Now, object edit mode, mesh, clean up. Oh, fill holes is in here. You can fill holes, normals, recalculate outside, recalculate inside, flip normals, faces, shade flat. Oh, I need to select the faces first. Select. Well, how do I select faces? Can I only select vertices? That can't be right. Vertex select. Okay, face select. There we go. So vertex. So face select all of that. But we can also deselect certain faces. If we want. Anyway, all of this is flat, so don't do that. All of this is flat, so I'm gonna select everything. Presumably select everything. Have I selected everything? And go solid. Oh, this is handy. Okay, select both. Okay, I see. Let me just go select all. and then we go mesh faces shade flat. Done. So now we have like an A, and then we can like file. Actually, let's go object mode. File, export, FBX. Oh, I should make some folders, shouldn't I? Documents. Unreal projects. Let me just make a folder here. New folder. Import dump. I didn't mean to do that. Rename. How do you rename a folder? Everything's complicated. You can't rename a folder after you make it? Show folders? Oh, it's hiding the folders, I see. Enable filtering of files. Show hidden dot files. Anyway, mesh, or it's a static mesh. Static mesh, letter A. Export. Alright, we exported that to that. Oh, I need to have a games launcher. This is going to take a while to launch. Maybe I should not do this right now. So what I want to do, my first project, I want to make a bunch of letters and then build like a world filled with words. It's a little bit silly, right? It's a little bit artsy-fartsy and abstract, but I just want to build like a world filled with letters. That's what I want to do. So before we finish, let me just see if we can import this, and then I might do some of this in my own time. Obviously, we need the entire alphabet, but we also need uppercase, lowercase, and some punctuation. And so maybe I'll just do this in my own time. Make a bunch of meshes, or make the whole alphabet in static meshes, and then put them all into the Unreal Engine. And then we'll see what we do with it. Should we do that? But let's do one first, just as a proof of concept, before we do anything else. And also, and by the time we're done with this, I might become a lot more competent. You see me kind of struggling with the user interface here. So a lot of this stuff just comes with practice, right? Oh, we probably need to UV this, don't we? Object. Yeah. Or is it edit mode? Mesh UV unwrapped, smart UV project. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Maybe I should export this instead of the previous one. Also, how many UV layers do we have? Anyway, let me just go export this. FBX SM static mesh letter A. What we need to have static mesh letter A, uppercase and lowercase. But that's not important right now. What's important right now is let's go back to tutorial 2. Obviously, we're not going to. I think I'm going to make a new project file for this, right? But for now, let's mess around in tutorial 2 and put the letter A into here. When it loads. I also want to make a bunch of textures too, so maybe what we'll need to do next is to look at these materials. Although this seems a little complicated. But I am interested in all this stuff. It's just quite complicated. Alright, so here we are. We've got our ever-growing collection of junk. And we're gonna import from Unreal Projects the letter A. Mesh, surface, static mesh, LOD group, none, remove degenerates. I think all of this is correct. Import. I wonder if I can just make multiple meshes and then have them all. Alright, import. No smoothing group information was found. Make sure to export smoothing groups. I don't need smoothing groups there, do I? Alright, we have a letter A. There's our letter A. And let me just rotate this. Let me just rotate this up. This one. How do I? 90. Alright, we have the letter A. And we can probably move it up. There we go. Fascinating. And we can even make it bigger, right? We can go. It's a big A. Yes, there you go. Move it down a little bit again. Big ass A. Maybe I want it on the other side, because it's going to cast a huge shadow, isn't it? Let me move it back a little bit. Also, it's bigger than the. I should make it smaller again. It's bigger than the light mass important volume. Alright, let's make a slightly smaller A. Here we want to static mesh settings, light map resolution 64, sure. And static mesh settings, collision, transform, thumbnail, mesh. Where's my lighting settings? UV channels, 0, channel 1. Oh, that's good. Channel 1's even better than channel 0. Huh. So the light map coordinates index is 1. Alright, good. Let me save this. So we take this, let me just put this test material on it. Nice. In fact, I want to edit the text. This material noise. How do I scale? Math? Multiply. Noise position. I want it to be size, don't I? How do, noise position. So let me go constants. Constant. Put that there. Value is 1. Or even like 10. Just wondering how I make this. Maybe 10.1. Do I want a bigger number or a smaller number? I don't even know. I don't really know because noise. Make it 400. Doesn't make any difference, does it? Let's remove this one. Unlink. One. 1 plus noise. Or maybe it needs to be a different constant. Because that's just white. 1 is just white, right? 0.5. Filter width. Scalar to clamp the levels at pixel level. 2 to 3 dimensional vector. The noise expression creates a procedural noise field. Give me control how it's generated. This is supposed to be 2 to 3. Okay, let me just delete this node. Delete this node. Constants. Constant 2 vector. 0 to 1. Huh. Okay. Delete that. Don't delete that. Break that. I have no idea how this noise works. I don't think I need the... I have no idea how... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's slightly better. How do I change the scale? Coordinates. World position. Screen texture coordinates. Pan texture. Local lighting UV. Functions. Nope. Gradient image adjustment. Texture property object. World position offset. No, it's not what I want. Vector ops and categorized. Procedurals. Parameters. Transform 3x3 matrix. Transform the clips. See, what I need to do is read. What I need to do is read about all this. See, like, if we multiply, let's say we break that, we put that there, and then we go constants. Constant multiplied by 0. Right, it becomes nothing, right? But if we take this and we multiply it by 100, I don't even know if that's a good idea. So it makes it like I mean, position, noise, I don't think I'm doing anything useful. Let me just get out of there. Alright, well that did absolutely nothing useful. Let me save all. And then let me build this. So the concept, as you can see, is we make a bunch of letters and then we import the letters into Unreal, and then we can use that to make a world filled with words and letters and maybe even gibberish. That's the plan. And I'll do most of that off video, right? Because it's going to be repetitive, me kind of making 26 letters for the uppercase and then 26 letters for the lowercase, and then the punctuation and then everything else. So all of that is not particularly interesting to watch me do over and over again. So I'll do that in my own time. And then when we have a world filled with, well, not quite, when we have enough letters to make stuff, to make like sentences, we'll come back and then we'll look at materials in greater detail, I think. Because I'm interested in more materials. So if we get no error messages with the lighting, and if the lighting looks good here, then we can be confident that we've mostly figured out the geometry pipeline, the static mesh pipeline from Blender into Unreal. Conceptually, we understand it. We just need like better practice so we can do it more efficiently or more productively instead of trying to figure out which buttons to press all the time. So once we figure that out, then a bit of practice will solidify in my mind that particular process. Lighting build complete. Alright, so there's no errors with this. And as far as we can tell, that is correct. Although we'll see more. We would see more if it were like up against the other things, so that we can actually see the light reflecting off things. Maybe that's what I should have done. Let me move this over there. Let me. I'm kind of wasting time at the moment because this is unnecessary, right? This is unnecessary for us to proceed. Let me just put this over here so that the sun will cast shadows onto this thing, and the shadows will be cast onto the thing behind it. Right? Alright, let's just go build this again. We've been going for 3 hours, 10 minutes, so these videos will be slightly longer than the ones before. That's alright. I feel like we learned a lot. We didn't do anything. I mean, we made an A, and then we put the A in this file. we didn't do very much, but we did a lot of reading. And we did learn a lot about Blender. I feel like it will be useful. I'm pretty sure it will be useful. Like, Blender is so obscure when you first look at it, and it's so difficult to pick up at the start. But I think we've made some real progress. And yeah, so in my own time, I'll clumsily make some meshes and import them. I mean, the smoothing groups. I mean, there's no smoothing groups here because we don't need them on the A. I might have to figure out how to do the smoothing groups with the other letters. I don't think it's, well, no, it's not complicated at all because the monkey, we smoothed the monkey face last time and we just re-imported it and it turned into smooth. So the smoothing groups should not be difficult at all. And with the letters, it should be rather uncomplicated to do the smoothing groups. We just like with letters like R, for example, like the R, we need to make sure that, you know, the flat bit, and so that's a corner, and then that is smooth, and then that's a corner, and so or D, right? So there's a smooth part there, and then there's a straight part there. All right, so now we have this thing casting a shadow on the other thing back there. And then this bit down here is a little darker than the rest because it's, you know, being shaded from the skylight from behind. And all of that is great. And the lighting does look good. Let's see how this looks in the actual launch, the playtested window. I mean, I'm quite happy how successful this compiling is too. Like when you compile your level into a executable, that process is not always smooth. Alright, so there's our A. And looks pretty good there. Looks pretty good there, am I right? There's even a bit of texture on it. Although I don't know what I did, really. So we do need to learn about the texture, and you can see the A casting the shadow behind there. And that in there is a little bit darker than the rest. Great, hey, look, nice. Alright, so the existence of the A in here demonstrates that we have understood the process of getting a mesh from Blender into Unreal. Now we just need to make a bunch more letters to make sure we understand how to make the meshes in Blender. Alright, we're there. Okay. I'm gonna work in my own time. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. At which point we would have a new file and maybe the whole alphabet in our content browser. Alright, I'll see you then.